So in this case, what we're going to have her do is we're going to have her reach her arm back and just perform extension. This is still against gravity, so she's still lifting against gravity, pushing back against gravity. So you can do it in a standing position or you can do it in a prone position. Now a lot of patients can't tolerate prone, so that's why I go ahead and teach you guys the standing position. Okay. So we'll do standing first and then the prone. All right, so what I'm going to ask her to do is perform the motion. What I want you to do is just push your hand back like you're trying to touch the back wall. Good. So the same substitution patterns. You don't want trunk flexion. You don't want that tilting, too much tilting of the scapula anteriorly. All right, so she performed that motion for me. So I'm going to ask her to perform it again. She doesn't have to come full motion. She can come, so if this is her full, you can bring her down a little bit. Okay, you don't want to be way at her extreme range. But she doesn't have to be at full 50% either. Extension's a little different that way. Just take off some of that slack. Stabilize that shoulder girdle. My resistance is going to be on the posterior aspect, mid-shaft of her humerus. So, and this is what I'm going to do. She just wants to abduct a little bit. You okay? Okay. I'm going to push back towards flexion, towards neutral. I want you to hold and don't let me move. Ready? Hold, hold, hold. Good. Shoulder extension is always a little weaker. Extension in any of the muscle groups, triceps is the same way, is usually a little weaker, so that's not an abnormal finding. But she was still pretty strong. At least a 4 out of 5 there. Okay? All right, so what if she could pull it back there, but then when I go to give her resistance, go ahead, clap. She collapses. What's that?
3.
That's a 3 out of 5. Good. So, what if she could just go about right here? What's my next step? Check passive and see how much farther she could go. This is where it becomes kind of a gray area, but it looked like she went, to me, more than 50% of her range. So then what would her muscle grade be? So she went more than 50%. 3 minus. Yes! Good. 3 minus. Good. All right. And then if she were only able to go a little bit like that, what do I need to do? Next step. Passive. Or she can go way back here. So now what do I need to do? I'm thinking 2+, but I need to confirm it, right? So I need to have her lie on her side. I'm going to have you lie facing the wall. And once again, I have to support her. You always have to support, guys, okay? So I'm going to support her, and I'm going to have her try to bring her arm back towards me, okay? So I'm going to have her bring it back. And she goes through full range. Good. Okay. So what's my muscle grade? 2+.